Last night we let the chicken talk. No idea just what it said. It sound like what's going on here, Big Daddy?
Oh, you know, just next Superbuild.
What?
392 JL. Be a first for a lot of things on this.
You gotta
one.
look right here, not at me. Look right here. You're not talking to me. You're talking to.
Talking to the people. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
First time. Anything.
All right, now with enthusiasm, explain what's happening.
We
Ooh, I like it.
are going to disassemble this 392 JL, put a OA suspension, Genright roll cage, B-pillar chop to match the half doors that he already has, front suspension seats, new fenders, just the whole 9 yards on this one. Everything but a engine trans, even doing the Atlas, Fusion 60-80 combo on this one. 14 ORIs in the front, 16s in the rear. Big boy.
See, that's what I'm
Treps.
Yeah. Oh, Treps. Yeah.
Can't forget the Treps.
That's what I'm talking about. That confidence, Big Daddy. That was good. That was a good intro for the video. We don't need you, Rob. You've been replaced.
That's what Rob's trying to do.
Oh wait, I accidentally turned off the stabilization. Dang it! How long has that been off?
Don't worry, you're gonna get replaced according to all our fans on YouTube.
Oh, don't worry. Wow. Wow. I quit.
Did you just break the camera again?
It's not my fault. No, look at the screen. Oh. This is a thing.
What's up? Probably better quality than your camera anyway.
False.
I'm not gonna lie. This is our first JL cage.
It's our first jail build.
Yeah, first JL like super build. There's gonna be a lot of new things happening on this build, but that's okay. Before we take this one apart, we always do the cages first anyway. So we're gonna get the cage done and the B-pillar chop done all at the same time, and then we can start focusing on ripping things apart. This is a 392, so we're not putting an engine in it. I don't know, you guys may have already done an intro on this, but
Yeah, Lane did a great job, actually. He really did.
good. So we don't have to put an engine in it.
That kind of margin.
We are putting an Atlas transfer case in it. Another new thing for if you've been following us, you know that we like ORIs. We love ORIs. I typically run a 12-inch strut on all of our big builds. Packaging is just the simplest that way, and really we haven't found a need for more articulation than that. But this customer's pretty sure he wants 14-inch ORIs up front and 16s in the rear. So there's going to be a lot of new things that have to happen to figure out how to make all that fit and keep the low ride height that we want. So yeah, follow along because it's gonna be a cool build. A lot of R&D on this one. If Wayne would just hurry up, get the interior out.
I would help, but
You're holding the camera.
I'm holding the camera.
Well, hey, Mike, since you're standing there.
I don't think anybody's ready for this.
You guys are doing great.
Now go forward.
It's got your head and your poster in the background.
All right, guys. You guys are doing this with us for the first time. I think I've already told you this.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to cut this cage out of this JL. So, first of all, we got to start with the back, they say. Then we got to go up to the B-pillar and make 3 or 4 cuts and drill out some spot welds. And then we got to go up there to the front and cut it off. I'm not going to lie. It's nerve-wracking, but
Hey, look at you showed up. Hey, Aaron!
friends. There's a lot of modules in these things and a lot of plastic, a lot of wiring. This is not a JK by any means. I'm starting to realize why people say that the Jeep has died, because this thing's like a freaking Bentley over here. And by the way, I know you were making fun of me the other day wearing my sunglasses in the night while we were working on Travis's Jeep.
Oh, you watched the video.
Well, we didn't have any safety
They were
glasses,
safety glasses.
and I am too lazy to go get them now, so. These are safety glasses, folks. Elaine, you know what the most important thing for a doctor is? A good nurse. I need to retool while I work on other parts.
Like everybody stands in front of my camera. You guys are doing a great job.
It's kind of more flimsy than I thought it'd be.
What? Oh, that's not good. What did you?
What?
What did you do?
I'm
We needed that.
making it easier to transport.
They gave it to me.
It's like a convertible cage.
Is that a cow? All I know is I'm covered in freaking bones. Nice. Real men of genius. We got that Foam Buster 9000, buddy boy.
So I basically, Al, while you're just standing around doing nothing as well, come over here and hold the slider up so it doesn't fall on our faces.
Slider and metal shavings.
Yeah, behind the Jeep.
Here's his
Can I give you a bit of advice? If you're ever installing stainless hardware on your Jeep, truck, SUV, ATV, UTV, I don't care what it is,
KLR 650.
whatever. Stainless and mild steel don't go together. Stainless and anything don't really go together. Put anti-seize on those threads. You will thank yourself later. Or the shop that's working on your Jeep will thank you.
The next guy will thank you.
Frick.
I love Christian cussing so much. It's so much better.
Ziploc. Do better.
Rob's on a rampage, guys. Rampage!
I just want things to go smooth.
You guys ever watch Archer?
Archer?
Yeah. Whoa! Throw your own tools. Milwaukee's made by Ryobi?
They're not.
I don't. Is it true?
If you guys would stop listening to everything you see on TikTok.
That's why I'm asking you. I didn't say they
Yes,
are.
Ryobi and Milwaukee
Okay.
have the same parent company.
Yeah, but
clearly-
Ryobi's still a good tool.
Clearly, one is a better quality than the other. It's all about the consumer and what they can afford. Milwaukee makes the tool for the guy that needs it every single day. Ryobi's is more like, I need it in my garage twice a year. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ryobi, sponsor us.
What'd you do with that baggie?
I sit on the table.
You ripped it!
What table?
The same table with all the baggies. It's behind the big baggie.
Behind the big bag.
I'm getting a real Orange County Choppers vibe right now.
Get out of the way! Where's that bracket? What's up, guys? Back to watch me, huh? We're, you know, I like to think that we're pretty talented people. This Genright cage is, it's not that it's hard, but very tedious. So anyway, this part is probably the most crucial because you got to get a specific height for everything to line up properly. And so we're just working on getting that set so we can get all these holes marked that have to be drilled in it. And then we can put it in for real and leave it in. It's a really tight fit. So once you get it in, you can't just pull it back out. So I made a custom made tool, but I gotta get up here because I'm too short. So you'll have to bear with me. You're like, why don't you just use a slide hammer? Well, because we didn't have one that a 3/8 bolt would fit on. So I just made this special 1/2 inch bolt with a 3/8 bolt welded on the end. That's your aluminum chunk that goes inside. So you've got 3 holes on the bottom, 2 holes here on the side. So that slides down into the factory part of the cage that we've cut off. And then from there, this is actually the wrong side, but that's okay. From there, this piece goes in and bolts through there as well. And then the cage will weld onto that so that it is still, in fact, removable, but very, very solid. Yeah. So I've got one hole drilled, the other 2 marked. So now I'm going to drill pilot holes for those. You've got to drill these really slow. This is a hardened, what do they call this? I can't remember. It's a hot stamped ultra high strength steel. And so basically, in short, what that means is if you try to drill this, you know, normally with a pilot hole, we would drill them fast with a little bitty drill bit. Just punch it and be done. The faster you drill it, the hotter it gets, the harder it gets. And you basically ruin drill bits and you'll never get through it. So, I don't know where my drill bit went. Lane, are you eating my drill bit again? We had to talk about this.
This side's doing it too.
What?
The
It must be that hardened steel. It's magnetized or something. The next step we're going to do is use what's called a roto broach. It's basically a small hole saw.
Hold it still?
Thought I was. Is that still enough for you?
No, it's not still. You like me. Okay.
And it'll make real quick work of this. Clean hole. Don't have to worry about, you know, they're nice. Just use them.
You're brave soul.
Dude, you are putting some muscle on that.
What do you mean?
You're over here flexing. How tight is it, dog?
No, it's not tight. The bolt itself's not tight.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm pushing in.
Your whole body's stressing when you're tightening it.
Because I'm pushing
It
in.
doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Oh, gosh. I was just kidding, Rob.
It's definitely not going. Whatever it is stopping it, holding its tracks. Okay.
Just in the edge a little bit.
That doesn't seem right.
What's wrong with it?
You want your cage rattling around? Moving on to this side. 17 in a small town. Weak knees.
What?
You ever heard that song?
Brother, what's happening? You touched my Jeep in broad daylight and you scratched it.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do just like we did last time. Safety first, folks.
Oh. There you go. Now, like, look at it and be like,
Piece on top.
there you go. Thanks, Lane.
Locate the A-pillar tubes, the D-pillar tubes, and 8-inch long slugs. Start by sliding the slug halfway into A-pillar tube and plug welding the slug into the tube. If you're not going to use a soft top, weld up all of the 16th inch holes on top of and the bottom of these tubes. Are we using a soft top? You bought a soft top adapter.
Get it. Deep clean. Deep clean. This is day 2.
This is what?
Day 2.
No, this is not day 2. So this is day 4, 3.5.
Oh, it is?
We spent 2 hours day 1 stripping the interior.
Oh, yeah.
Then a whole
Those
day.
are different days.
A whole day working on bracketry. Then yesterday we finished the bracketry and got the tubing in.
Oh, yeah.
We're either really, really bad at this,
This cage is really
or this cage is very, very more intricate than the JK cage. Anyway. You guys are in my way. Can you back up just a little bit?
Lift with your neck. They can smell it too, even though it's from your mouth. Why so serious?
So you used your glove, you're good.
Action.
Alright guys, so I was going together really good, tacking everything together, and then found this guy. This one? I was getting ready to install this bracket. You can see it on that side installed. And because it goes here on the B-pillar to tie the B-pillar and the cage together. But the instructions, I'm not saying they're bad, but they don't give any kind of description. It just says to drill out the spot welds for the part of the cage or part of the B-pillar that you have to take off that's attached to the cage. It doesn't say anything about the ones that are there for the existing or the factory grab handles. So we got all this together and went to put these on and realized that those grab handle brackets were in the way and had six spot welds in them, and you couldn't get to a couple of them, like 4 of them.
With the B-pillar.
With the B-pillar in there,
Yeah.
so I had to take the B-pillar back out. So,
B-pillar pole.
make sure you take that out before. There is a picture, a single picture in the instructions that says this is what the B-pillar should look like. We just missed it not having that there, probably because it didn't say anything about not having it there. So anyway, so now we can finish getting these bolted in, get the B-pillar supported, and then I've got a few other pieces of brackets that can pretty much wait till it's fully welded to put in. They did have me go ahead and put this one in. I'm not really sure. Maybe they were afraid it wouldn't fit. I don't know. That's for the Freedom panels. So anyway, it's almost ready to start welding. And then we'll take it out, final weld it. That'll probably be a while. We probably won't final weld it right now. We're gonna leave it in, do the B-pillar chop, and then leave it in while we pull the body. We're gonna do things a little differently than we did Goliath. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Now I gotta find hardware.
Ciao.
Are you filming me? No, it's still in
I think if we kind of tap it forward, we can get that. I was saying.
Why were you pulling?
Man, I'm so good! I saw that happening!
It's okay.
Hey!
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Ricky?
It's Monday morning here at the shop. I don't know if he's recording me or not, but
I am.
we're gonna cut some B-pillars off today. We are gonna do these ones straight per the customer's request. Much simpler in my opinion than trying to cut them at an angle and make them all look real cool, but it'll look good still. I like it, but much simpler. So this B-pillar chop should go a lot smoother than the last one. I'm gonna hand this door off. Lane.
Brother,
What?
be gentle.
It was just the clip. I gotta get on the right side of the laser.
But you can't sit on it because then it moves.
Oh, here come the fat jokes.
Robert, you know, when I see you, fat is not the thing that comes to mind. Just want you to know.
I just meant because it moved when I sat down.
Anything you put in it is gonna move it.
Anything?
Anything.
You wanna hold to that?
No, you can't stick
What?
a sheet of paper. Oh my God.
Nothing moved.
Why am I here?
Oh. Okay, so there's our marks.
We have a laser.
We have a laser.
In case you're curious what he's doing. Whoa!
So now we take a 6-inch grinding wheel. Try to cut through it all at one time. I'm just kidding. I don't really know what we're gonna do. But cool thing about this versus the JK B-pillar chop, the JK, this has a lot of the tube structure in it for the factory ROPS or roll cage, whatever you want to call it. This does not. This is literally just a B-pillar. There's nothing structural inside of it at all. So should make cutting it a lot easier. You know, I don't know if you saw in the last video, the one we did, there was a lot of inside stuff that had to be cut as well. You do have to take into account when you're cutting this, the thickness of whatever you're using to cut it, the thickness of your plates. So we're going to cut it on this line, cap it, and then we'll probably have to trim this up to get it to fit right. So just keep that in mind when you're doing it. Also keep in mind, if you're doing a roll cage and a B-pillar chop, you will no longer have a VIN number, because I'm going to cut right through this one. Actually, the VIN number's still there, mostly, but it won't be once we get done painting it and welding it and all that stuff.
Where's the other VIN numbers at?
On the factory roll cage right here. So what we are going to do is we've taken it off, and we will likely just rivet it back on to the new cage once it's all painted up. Not every shop does things like that, folks, but ours does. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could talk about to keep me from having to do this, but I guess it's time. It's time. Lane, have you seen my safety glasses? No, I need to take this side off. Thanks. There's also a airbag sensor. We think it's a side airbag sensor. We're not 100% sure what it is.
Wow!
Just throwing it, man. That's going to be right where the cut is. So you need to make sure you take that off so you don't cut right through it. It's just held in with some little plastic bolt things. Take that off. You'll have to relocate it if you want those to operate. I'm not sure where we're going to put them yet, but we'll figure it out. Well, grinder. Lane. Nurse Lane, could I get a grinder, please?
Yeah, do you have any batteries in your toolbox?
Yeah.
You've already chopped it up. The top of it's already cut. You've already gone too far.
I mean, there's like a little bit of structure there, I guess, but if you want to consider it that. But anyway, pretty hollow. Did I?
Try and take it off. Use two hands. Robert, you're stronger than that. Try.
Well, cage is about 60% welded up. We'll finish welding it once we pull it out, but it's a pretty nice cage. It's our first JL cage from Genright, and I really like it. Also did the B-pillar chop, really. Anyway, our first Genright cage for the JL. Really happy with it. It's a lot more intricate than the JK cages, but really happy with the way it went in. And the next step is as far as the cage goes, will be to pull it out and finish welding it. We are not. We're going to leave it in until we are completely done with the chassis. Once the body goes back on, or once we're ready to basically send everything off to powder coat, we'll pull it out, finish welding it. But we're going to leave it in for now to make sure everything stays good and straight and square. We do have a little bit more welding left to do up on the front as well, but anyway, I guess the next step is put it on lift and start ripping this thing apart so we can get suspension under it, axles under it. It's already a 392, so we don't got to put a motor in it. We are putting an Atlas transfer case in it, fusion axles, and ORIs, so it's going to be pretty cool. And 42s, but not these 42s. These are we're just testing it, make sure it fits. I gotta go back to work on the other things though, so we're gonna take a few more days off of this while we finish up Goliath, and then we'll be rolling and going on this thing and all that good stuff. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll see you guys out there.